Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to Townsend Oval for today's round 3 to 3rd catch-up clash coming your way between the Macquarie Scorpions tackling the South Newcastle Lions. For the Macquarie Scorpions, they look this way. At fullback is Mitch Manson. On the wings is Matthew Hay and also Ryan Pywell. Nathan Cantor and Reece Jeffrey will go into 3 and 4. The 6 and 7 is Scott Briggs along with Andrew Subner. And the back rowers of Brendan Worth, Chris Hyde, Adam Swadling, Randall Briggs, Simon Allen and Isaac Briggs. The interchange for the Scorpions is Noble, Alchin, Hinton and Daniel Abraham. And of course they're coached by Adam Bettridge. The South Newcastle Lions, well, they're currently sitting 5th place on the Newcastle Rugby League competition ladder. Stack of changes to their side, so we'll go through them pretty slowly because there's a few tongue twisters in this side this afternoon. At fullback we have Lachlan Walmsley. On the wings is Mana Fatoa and also Jared Flanagan. The 4 and 3 is Ben Roos and Lewis Schneider. Ryan Glanville will go to 5'8" along with Chris Merlot, the halfback, and the back rowers of Campbell, Liam Higgins, Brendan Simpson, Luke Higgins, Jake Lawrence and Matt Shipway. And a new look interchange bench for the Lions in Jaden Rosberg, Faya Atoa, Scott Matthew and Lucas Grace. And of course they're coached by first-time coach of the Lions this year in Ben Cross. Well, David Dryden, he's a man that's been everywhere this week. He's even been on the breakfast bar. He's back from popular demand. Good afternoon to you.
Hey Pete, how are you?
I'm good, mate. What's happening this afternoon? What can you tell our listeners?
Oh, not much, mate. Just rocked up. Beautiful Merriweather. Nice day. A bit breezy, but yeah. Just yeah, not much, mate. Just ready for a good game. This should be a ripper.
It should be an absolute ripper. Of course, the Macquarie Scorpions, as I mentioned, are 2nd place on the competition ladder with the win yesterday to Western Suburbs. There's a bit of a gap now between 1st and 2nd. Good win from your fellas yesterday.
Yeah, mate. It was a good win. It was scrappy. I don't think Matty or the boys would have been too happy with it, but mate, 2 points is 2 points. So
they were fairly gritty, the Bulldogs,
mate. They were, and I think there was 4 or 5 19s or maybe even more that come up the Reggies and tested their youth and depth, I guess. And you know, first grade for Curry really stuck it to them. I think they were 100% in the first half with their completion. So you know, Ronnie doesn't have a big budget or anything like that. So he's doing pretty well with his with the squad that he's got. They're definitely working hard for each other. So that's always a plus.
And of course, it was a close affair going into half time. You guys were only up by a 4-point margin. What was it, 10-6?
Yeah, I think it was. There wasn't much at all going into half time, and then just some classy plays, backline plays that sort of got the boys ahead, and yeah, some swift, nice hands starting from the freak, Jade Porter at 9, and yeah, just kept it going, which got him over the line.
In earlier results today in League Tag, Souths absolutely flogged Macquarie 76 points to 0.
Jeez,
that's got to be the top score of the whole year.
Yeah, the Macquarie girl would have been a good kicker. Plenty of practice.
What about the under-19s? Macquarie fought back 48 points to 6 in the end. And reserve grade will get those scores through when they come through. Well, this is us here in the grandstand on Bar TV Sports. Dave Dryden, always cool, calm and collected here. Not a bad crowd here at Townsend Oval. Always good to come here for Sunday afternoon rugby league, mate. And gee, we're only, a kilometre or so, not even that, maybe 600 metres from the beach.
Oh, yeah, we're not that far. I can get it, feel that sea breeze. Yeah, it's just nice and fresh, but yeah, mate, it's always good in here on a Sunday. They get plenty of people in here. They all love it in here around Merriweather. They come to have a few tinnies in the sun and then head down to the Burwood or the Zoo, Prince, make their way to King Street.
Yeah, fantastic. Where else would you rather be than Newcastle?
Yeah, that's right. Look at that beautiful scenery.
And of course, Daniel Abraham has been back in our Newcastle Rugby League now for a couple of weeks. Of course, he's back from a broken arm, which forced him out of last season. And by all reports, He's big, he's back stronger than ever. He just doesn't give up, does he? Great determination and great grunt.
No, he doesn't, mate. And I think we were out there calling his first game when he did return from injury, and he was just like solid after they lost Blakey Gallen, and he just showed his class and his experience, and like it's a pretty big loss in Gal, but what a replacement that is to have Abes fill that spot. But mate, speaking of forwards, I'm looking at this forward clash because Matt Shitway, he's a well-known forward in this comp, and then Jake Lawrence and then Higgins, and mate, the clash of the forwards is where it's going to be won, and mate, I reckon it'll be fiery. Should be good.
And of course, Adam Bettridge, it's always, I don't know, what would you say? Not bittersweet, but this is where it all started for Adam, and now, of course, he's coaching against Souths.
Yeah, it was, and I was talking to him earlier, even though we give each other a fair bit of flack, he's always thankful that South gave him the start over here, but I was having a yarn to him earlier. I had to leave. There was too many cans of Forex getting thrown at us, so I had to leave and come up into the stands. That's why I was a bit late. I was getting a little inside info, but yeah, it's good.
It's always, Adam's one of Bar TV's loyal supporters, and, it's great to have a little bit of banter, even between players and in the commentary box on social media throughout the week. It's grassroots football. Everyone's involved. Without everyone's involvement, where is the competition?
Yeah, mate, mate, there's plenty of competition, I reckon, now. The top five's starting to get settled in, but I think the spots for the top three are still well and truly up for grabs, even though West have got the little head start.
Okay, well, we're not only on YouTube this afternoon, but we're also going Facebook Live. So make sure that you join Dave Dryden and myself for the next 80 minutes right here on the Tui's Newcastle Rugby League coverage. As I mentioned, it's the deferred clash. It's the catch-up game between the South Newcastle Rugby League Football Club hosting the Macquarie Scorpions Rugby League Club. And it's a must-win game too, I believe, for the South Newcastle Lions if they're still going to, hover around that top 5 spot.
Yeah, mate, it is. And, what a better task to have than against, the Rainer Minor Premiers. So at their home ground, I'm sure they'll lift. They always do here. The crowd gets vocal and gets behind them. So,
and of course, we're also counting down to the annual Sleepies Day. Of course, that will be held in round 16 of our competition, so that's not too far away. Actually, it's on Saturday, the 26th of August, and Bar TV was pretty much involved last year with the Peter Sleepies Day. We spoke to him in the lead-up. They raised a lot of money last year, and no doubt 2017 will be bigger and better than any other previous year before. So here come the South Newcastle Lions. They're led out today by their captain in Brendan Simpson. Luke Higgins is there. He looks pumped, along with Matt Shitway. But the key is the 6 and 7, no doubt. And what a year it's been for their 5'8" in Ryan Glanville. He's a try-scoring machine. He's after his 9th try, if he can cross the line here this afternoon. For the Scorpions, well, they've got a lot of speedy men at their back as well. The likes of Mitch Manson, 5 tries this year for him, along with Royce Jeffery. And it goes without saying that the pivotal power is the 6 and 7, of course, led by today Scott Briggs and Andrew Subner. Scott Briggs is actually the Macquarie's leading point scorer in the competition as well. And there's a little bit of breaking news coming out of Sydney in the last hour. Andrew Johns has gone on record, Dave, to say he's not going to put his hand up for the New South Wales State of Origin position. He doesn't want it. It would make him too frustrated, I suppose. Yeah. And he said that job's not for him.
Oh, that's understandable, I do think. But if he doesn't want to be the top dog, I'd be doing everything in your power to get him in the camp, working with the halves, like just getting them old boys around inspires, even at this level. You see an old fellow, like yesterday we had Les Smith and Owen Craigie and a few of the boys come in and hand out our Indigenous jerseys, and I'm sure the boys would have really welcomed that, as Big Swatto has his first hit up.
Good touch for Swaddling. Losing the football, though, may have been helped out. No, it wasn't helped out. Not the perfect start for the Macquarie Scorpions. We just gave him a rap.
Yeah, we did. But, you know, we'll give him a rap soon about his effort in trying to make up for it. So we'll see how he goes here. I'm pretty keen to see the Battle of the Nines here Pete, with the two crafty hookers, Chris Hyde and Liam Higgins, play pretty similar. As speaking of Higo, I can see his old man watching on, legend of Raymond Terrace.
So this is Lewis Schneider, dreamed of coming here to Souths nearly a decade ago and winning a premiership. Well, that dream came true for Lewis in recent years as they go towards the goal line, and Adam Swadling is in the tackle there.
Jeez, he's reefing at that jumper like a jockey.
Well, they cut out one now to find Campbell. He's within a metre of the line. He's over the line here, Dave, but he's held up.
Yeah, that's good defence, good scrambling D there. I think the fullback was the one that ended up stopping him. So well done to him, I think. A few others in there helping him out.
So they're still on the attack inside the 10-metre zone as Merlot comes out wider. They now find Schneider, and he's on the back about 4 metres out from the goal line. Last tackle, they go for a scoot from dummy half. The ball's been reefed out the back. Macquarie, they've still got to come through on South. There goes the kick. There's the regain, and they've come up with the football here. And now they're going to be playing it here, Dave Dryden, about 5 metres out from their own try line.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Little set of six there for South, and Briggsy showed a bit of class there, hanging behind the line, and yeah, gathering the loose ball.
Joining our coverage, I'd like to say hello and good afternoon to Ryan Walker. Lenny Quinlan's back on board.
Walks must be at work if he's watching.
So first opportunity now for the Macquarie Scorpions, and they're about to bust the line. Just short of the halfway, so Hyde decides to bang the ball downfield from inside the 40.
Straight to him.
And it goes straight down to the 6-try hero. Thus far in 2017, their dynamic speedster in Lachlan Walmsley. Now they come back through the middle. The ground looking in good shape, considering we had the mud bath here about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I'd be staying away from the middle, but just in case.
Of course, we've had a bit of rain in Newcastle over the last 24 hours as well, so a few of the reserve grade players have mentioned to me that it is a bit soft out on the edge as the kick goes downfield. Cut off nicely there by Mitch Manson. He tried to beat the first line of defence, but he's halted in his tracks here just on his own 10-metre line. This is the catch-up clash from round 3 of the Newcastle Rugby League. Of course, both of these sides, they only met 7 days ago. So they know each other's game quite well, and they know South especially to stop Chris Hyde.
South are muscling up. Nice here, Pete.
They're not allowing much space, are they, through the middle?
They're not. They're jamming up. I think they're on their 4th tackle here, and they haven't made the 40 metres yet. 30 metres.
So well inside the 40, that kick. So the Lions, coming out of the northern end here in the first half, come back with Jared Flanagan. Wrapped up there from Simon Allen. So that's the halfway line about to come into picture. That's where we are, in the middle of the field, just on the Scorpions side of halfway. So 42 metres out, centre of the field, right in front of the cricket pitch here. That's where they're coming out of. This is Nathan Campbell. They'll receive a penalty for their efforts here, the Lions. Referee saying keep it down here. So they're going to go well on the attack here and go on the attack after they find the touchline, one would say, about 20 metres out.
Is that for a head high? I thought it was for... there was
this is it here on the replay. Is there much in it?
No, John, what are you doing? Let him play.
Well,
I thought that would have been for raking the ball or a loose carry there, Pete. I didn't think there was too much in that.
So not too many penalties in the opening 5 minutes of this match. The Scorpions second on the ladder behind Western Suburbs as it comes back then out to Luke Higgins in 13. 6 minutes gone here on the Bar TV Sports scoreboard. Looking for first points the home side. Glanville floats out the back.
Shepherd.
And it's a Shepherd there. So penalty forthcoming to the Scorpions. Now they'll have the opportunity to find touch up around their own 30-metre line.
Yeah, good chance. They've worked hard, Scorps. You know, I think they might punch 3 or 4 into them and then get an early kick. Try to find some better ground. Their first couple of kicks haven't been that great, but yeah, I spoke to Coach Bettridge earlier. I get them two mixed up a little bit, and he said their tactics were just to a few early kicks and find that possession and win that ground to try to set them up for an easier back half.
For the viewers who have just clicked onto our stream, annihilation this morning in league tag. Souths romping home by 76 points to 0. In the 19s, Macquarie overcame Souths by 48 to 6. And Souths in reserve grade, 28 to 16. Now they're looking to score the first try of this match, and they're about to do it. Impressive try. Daniel Abraham.
Oh, get him in the number 1 at Wenny.
Oh, how quick is he?
Plenty of speed in them old legs. He'll go around again next year.
Daniel Abraham showing all his class and experience here in the Newcastle Rugby League. He's only been back, 3 weeks from a broken arm, which forced him out of the 2016 season. You wouldn't have thought so with that. He's got pace to burn that man on screen that we'll come back to after we have a look at here on the replay of the try. Look at that. Yeah. Support the player, and under the post you go.
Yeah, it just showed the class of Hyde as well. Like we spoke a little bit earlier about, you know, the clash of the nines, and, you know, Chrissy Hyde just opened his vision there a little bit and just played a nice little ball on the inside of the ruck to get his fullback back in, and that was really silky. That was nice. I enjoyed that.
On a Richter scale of excitement, what are we thinking?
Out of 10, I'd probably give it 8.5.
That's a huge shape.
Yeah, it is.
Bigger than the Newcastle 89 earthquake.
Yes, it was.
Destructive.
I was 4 years old then. I mean, I was only just born then.
You don't look a day over 30. So a phonetic start, and as I mentioned, the Macquarie Scorpions were devalued of the football inside the South's half.
That's a tall Paul Vorton lookalike there, I think, the fullback.
Reckon Fatty's in town?
Yeah, it's a nice bit of red tinge.
This man doesn't have any red tinge about him. Well, not that I can see anyway. That was swaddling.
Yeah, no, he keeps it nice and close. His head's nice and shaved. Might be a few greys creeping in.
They're up quickly there, weren't they, on Cantor? So Hyde looking around. They're going to come out to the grandstand side here and try and bust the edge, but they're awake to that. That was Jake Lawrence, along with Merlot. Come back through the middle they come, straight into the shoulder there of Campbell. So 45 metres out is Hyde finding the boot of Subner. He drops it onto the right, and cutting it off is Wormsley, and he's there to find the tackle of the kicker in Andrew Subner.
That was a good kick chase. Nice little nudge in there too, and Subner done well to meet the fullback before he gained too many metres. Just trying to look for Bettridge in the grandstand here, Pete, see if we have to put our shields up in case them walkie-talkies come flying again.
He goes through a few, doesn't he?
He does. He's sponsored now. Sponsored by Jayco.
Is he?
Yeah.
As I look around the grandstand, there's a few familiar faces from supportive clubs throughout the competition. Terry Bryden's come along for the journey here on Sunday.
Bryden's lawyers, same one.
Could well be. Won't have a share in it.
I wouldn't mind having a share in it.
Makes two of us. Fielded well in goal. Had 1 foot on the in-goal area, 1 foot into the field of play. Made it back out to the 18-metre mark. So this time it's Matt Hay. Always in the program in jersey number 2, but...
He's always wearing number 18.
Exactly.
He's a lot like Matt Redmond. Always named number 9.
Yeah.
Always wears number 15, 16, 19, 20, whatever he wants.
Sometimes they can do that with Mick Campton too up at the Curry Bulldogs. Yeah. They like to keep everybody guessing.
Yeah. I think it's more of a size.
What a ball! Back on the inside. Comes back to Sumner. He kicks. Coming through his hay, but it's gone into touch. But I'm still getting over the pass on the inside.
He's classy, isn't he? He's showing his class real early. If I was Benny Cross, I'd be sending the forwards out to get at Chris Hyde so it can slow him down a little bit because he's...
Take a look at that.
Yeah, that was pretty. He might have learnt that off Freddie Fittler at the that TV show. Or was it NRL Rookie?
The Rookie Show, yeah. This time last year they were in the middle of shooting that. And of course, Chris Hyde, he ended up coming second or third, didn't he? In that.
Yeah,
so that was a fantastic
top three.
Top three, yeah.
I thought he was robbed as well. Thought he should have won that.
Bit of a stitch up, was it?
Yeah.
Rigged.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot harder to be a 9 than what it is to be a winger or a centre. I think old mate was playing, the other bloke.
Hello to our friends at the 9 Network. Straight through the middle, running away. Big number 10 in Simpson. Oh, the hand comes out.
Great hustle from Scotty Briggs. That might be our favourite for the 2285 barbershop magic moment so far, Pete.
He's the hustler and the bustler.
Oh, he's a hustler, all right, Briggsy.
Well, he saved a certain try there. That ball connected to the Lions. They were running downtown.
Yeah.
They were heading towards the pavilion.
The big fella was striding out, wasn't he?
So they're back to the halfway line here. And this is Brendan Worth. Hasn't had too many carries this afternoon, but advances it inside the Lions territory as Jeffrey gets a good ball away. Well, that was not forward, was it?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay, we'll go with that.
We've got our expert referee, analyst up here.
Let's have a look.
Have a look at the footage, mate, and just tell us what you think. We've got Bill Harrigan, Sonny.
Yeah, can't actually see on that angle, boys. Have to send it to the bunker.
Righto, thanks for that. That's Jeff Harrigan.
That's Jeff Harrigan. Thanks, Jeffrey. Great to have you here.
He's rocking a mad mo at the moment, Jeff Harrigan.
Tell you what, he's rocking reserve grade, just like this man might be rocking first grade in a minute if he can offload, but he can't. That's Campbell. Quick play the ball, comes back then out of the left-hand side. There's the run on the inside, and this is Higgins. Trying to get away from one. He's still going up towards the 10.
Tough carry, well done. Ran into Truckworth there and kept going.
So they come back to the right. Glanville, a metre away. Charging forward now. It's Higgins.
The Higgin connection.
Oh, the Higgin train is on song. 4-pointer.
Little Craig's in the grandstand. He's chucking backflips. He's loving that, fist pumping. He's not really. He's sitting here quiet, having a nice little clap. That was nice. I think Liam should take a bit of rap for that. For a couple of plays before that, showing his class with a nice little in ball. They seem to be attacking the middles a lot and around the ruck. Nice to see Lenny Quinlan's joined in. Hello, Lenny. Hello, Ryan. Matthew Stroud-Watts. Hello, Tommy Rednut. And the freak, Jade Porter's just joined in.
Good afternoon, Jade.
Looked like little Preston Campbell yesterday. He had a knock and he had his headgear on. Played like him as well. He had a good game yesterday, Ports.
West's 32-16 after taking a 10-6 halftime lead. They went on to win by a 16-point margin. And I've got to say, they were pretty gritty. The Curry Bulldogs. What a match it's going to be next week.
It'll be a great game next week as Junior Fat takes in, knocks it over.
Alluding to Western Suburbs taking on the Macquarie Scorpions. Could be a grand final in July.
Adam will be returning to his junior home ground. Sure, you'll get a nice warm welcome.
So we're back underway. Sunday Rugby League on Bar TV Sports. Country Rugby League at its finest here in Newcastle. 6 more tackles as we see a bust up the middle made by Higgins. Puts the boot to it, plays it back as Glanville sending it wider. Brendan Simpson there in 10. So not much separating both of these sides as Campbell hits it up towards the opposition's 30-metre line. Centre of the field here. Which way are they going to roll? Higgins wants the roll from dummy half. The referee says, come back here.
What's that for? He's just blowing the whistle and started walking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Loose, knock on.
He just didn't
play the
didn't
ball
play
right.
the ball correctly, as we
Is
can
that
see
right,
here
Jeff?
from the referee.
Jeff Harrigan, is that right? Jeff Shy. Just say hello to Brad Murray, the Knight. He's watching as well. Hello, Brad. Send me a message about the charity ball. How was it? Give us some goss. How was Mitchy Williams? Was he in fine form?
Luke Potter, all the way from Wollongong, the south coast, deciding to watch the Newcastle Rugby League stream. Hello, Luke. Also, Bert Matthews, saying that Scott Matthews debuting for the Lions today in first grade. Scotty Matthews, of course, coming off the interchange bench in jersey number 16, making his debut.
And the 15, how do you say his name again?
Feo Otoa.
Yeah, and that's a double name.
That's 2 in 1.
Yeah. I actually met him at the gym one morning.
How did he introduce himself to you as?
He just said hello.
And what did you say back?
Hello. But I noticed yesterday he played New South Wales Cup, so he's backing up. He goes out with one of the girls that I know.
One of the girls,
One of the girls that I know, yeah. So hello, Jasmine. Yeah, no, but it would be good to see how he goes. I mean,
Especially backing up.
Yeah, from Cup too. I actually thought when he was at the gym, I thought he was playing that afternoon. That's why I went over and started talking to him. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing here, mate? Shouldn't you be getting ready to play?" But he wasn't.
He just said hello.
He just said hello. Like
Okay.
Lionel Richie.
Hello. Is there anybody out there? Well, I can tell you that there's about 47 watching this live stream on Facebook. Hello to everybody.
Just being informed by the Knight,
Yeah.
Bradley Murray, that he hasn't slept and he's still at the Burwood.
Wow.
Nothing's changed.
He'd be able to hear
I
us
love
from
it.
here.
Yeah.
He would have been able to hear that whistle. And, of course, Caleb Chapman is saying, how's Ryan Glanville going? Of course, the son of Mark Glanville.
Yep.
Taking it forward now, it's Simpson. 6-all here on the Bar TV Sports Sunday afternoon scoreboard.
Oh, nice, Randall. Read it well. He'll be having a look, Merlo, after that. He won't be taking his time like that again.
So Campbell still going. He got back up. But Chris Hyde finishes him off. 6-all. Looking to hit the front. Numbers to the right. Flanagan calling for it. They're coming this way. The ball's on the ground. They step. This is Merlo. He goes back the other way. There goes the kick. It's hit a scorp. It's come back.
Triggsy saved the day again.
He's been everywhere.
He has.
So stay with us towards the end of the clash. We're going to do it a bit differently this week, Dave.
Yep.
We thought you're not working enough.
Yeah, righto.
You up to the challenge?
Yep, sure.
Because we don't like the 5-minute gap that you have to do nothing.
Yep.
So what we thought, mate, we'll just throw you off the balcony and you can go interview anyone that you like out on the field at full time.
Yeah, righto.
And then to just get a bit more traction.
Yep.
Because it's all about the traction, isn't it?
Yeah, righto.
And your friends with the likes.
Yep.
Social media. It's 2017.
Yep.
We thought because you're the star of the Bar TV Sports Network,
Yep.
we want to sort of flog it throughout the week as well.
Yeah, okay.
So what we're going to do, we'll try and aim for 7 segments.
Yep.
So we can do Monday. What comes after that?
Wednesday.
Yeah, and then we'll probably do Tuesday on the Thursday.
Okay,
so,
sweet.
you know, we get the whole traction.
Yeah.
It works well.
Okay. So I'm going out after half time, after full time, and talking some crap to some players.
Yeah,
Yeah, sweet.
basically.
Yeah. I'm
Here
done
comes a try. Throwing the dummy left,
Yeah.
right and centre. You could see it unfolding from 10 metres out. Mitch Manson. He puts the puzzle together in grand fashion.
with it. Yeah, it was. He threw a nice big dummy too, and they all fell for it. Just cut back on the inside. It seems like the Scorps have definitely picked up the pace a little bit. Yep. Just the centre. Turn his shoulders here.
But Mitch Manson, have a look at this. We call it from when he did the big left foot step.
Yeah.
Shrugged off 2 would-be defenders, and over he goes for their second try of the match here on Sunday afternoon rugby league. Brilliant stuff. The Scorpions. They haven't been down this end of the field much, but when they have,
Put on the points.
they sure have. So Scotty Briggs lining it up from 14 metres out. Macquarie's leading point scorer. He'll continue to be Macquarie's leading point scorer if the Scorpions can come up with an avalanche of tries. So here's the kick, kicking towards the northern end. Pretty still conditions here this afternoon at Townsend Oval. He likes it, he stabs it, touch judges raise their flags. So it's 12-6, 17 minutes to go in the first half on Sunday afternoon rugby league.
See how South respond to this, Pete. Should be good. 15's just come on. Sure, he's going to try to inject some energy. Help the South boys out.
First year coach here, Ben Cross, took over the reins here at the Lions from captain coach in Toddy Hurrell, who led them to premiership glory last year against the Macquarie Scorpions. So it's the first time last week that these sides both met since playing in that grand final. South Newcastle Lions, of course, without Willie Hedder this year, and along with Hurrell and a few others that have left the club, but testament to their strength that they still remain in the top 5. Well, you called that, Dave, offside? And
Yeah,
then
mate, he was. He was trying a bit too much in the ruck, and Hyde picked him out straight away, and before he had the chance to get back to the line, he was already there, so he had to make the tackle, or Hyde would have made a break. So props to 9, showing his class again.
Dave Dryden in the commentary box from the western suburbs, Rosellas. Rosellas, after yesterday's win, remain on top of the competition. 32-16, if you just tune to the coverage. That was our only other clash in the Newcastle Rugby League this weekend. Now Manson again, looking to come into it again. Picked up the last try for the Scorpions. So it comes back away this time through the middle of the field. They're 8 metres away from the Lions goal line here. Scorpions have got their big number 13 in Abraham going a decoy. They find Briggs a metre out. Which way will they elect? Sumner on the right. Oh, Hyde. Got on the ground, scooped up by the Lions, and it's play on. And now they turn defence into attack. And they're running freely. This could be the try of 2017, unfolding right in front of our very own eyes. They're over. What a great Newcastle Rugby League try. Oh, Manafatoa He scores a blistering 80-metre effort. How good was that to watch?
That was good, and there's the leading contender for the 2285 magic moment. But yeah, that just, you always play to the whistle, and I don't think Macquarie did. I think they were waiting there for a little bit, and yeah, what's his name? Manitofawa finishing off a 100-metre special. But what about the pace from the one? Gets involved, misses the tackle, and if we've got replay, watch him come. Holy dude, that's a pace.
Brilliant try. The
Almost
best individual effort in 2017. Right on Bar TV Sports. We learn a lot from that. We've also learned how fast he can run.
that was
Could he be the quickest in the Lions' den?
Yeah, well, that was impressive. The one was a little bit more impressive, Pete. He missed the tackle earlier and still nearly made the tackle.
That's your jet just about to land.
Yeah, it is. I've got to shoot off to Sydney later on, so they're just on standby for when I'm finished my Bar TV commitments. It's a hard life, Pete. It's a hard life.
Very hard life. But somebody has to do it.
They do.
Just like this man, can he convert the try?
He's
Just
having
waved away.
Junior Fat's having a shocker with the boot. I think he's got a bit of chewy on it, so might have to do a bit of realignment and fix himself up. 2 points count. I think he's missed 3 now.
So there's the kickoff, and it's gone down to the end goal area. And they're coming charging back, but I'm still getting over the try for Manitofawa. That was sensational.
That was good. There's a little pocket rocket. 15.
And Bar TV Sports in their 4th year, live streaming the Newcastle Tui's Cup. The Tui's Cup, of course, has a new commercial partner in the Business Plaza. That's what we're playing for in 2017, the Business Plaza Cup.
Yeah. Is it the Tui's Business Plaza Cup?
I think we'll throw that in. Sponsors love it. Just like this bloke in the middle. He's blowing the pee out of this whistle in the last 10 minutes.
Now, isn't he, Johnny?
He's working into it.
Must have heard that it's a live stream game and wants to get a mention.
Well, we had Tom Taylor last week,
Yeah, and he controlled the game well, didn't
and he only blew 2 penalties all match.
Yeah, no, that was against the Blues, against Ross.
Yeah. So back away this time now to Merlot. He offloads it to Lawrence. Good hands out the back door. Schneider stepping and takes the shot there of Chris Hyde. 10 metres away from the Macquarie goal line. Sunday Rugby League. Right here on Bar TV Sports is Brendan Simpson. He's been driven into the ground. 10 metres away. As they come back away now to Glanville. He finds Walmsley. So the Scorpions, as you can see, that's where we are. 10 metres out from the goal line as Merlot tries to get a piggyback on the back of Randall Briggs. So 4th tackle here for the Lions. They go for a dig from dummy half. This is Simpson.
I think Higgins has got something set up here.
So it's the last tackle now for Souths. What are they going to explore? Comes back to Merlot. Oh, they're up quickly. They had to. And Jeffrey hits Glanville with everything but the kitchen sink.
Oh, and here's another penalty.
Now a penalty to the Scorpions to release all the good pressure.
Yep. Crossy, just looking down at Crossy's. Not showing much, but I'm sure he'll be a bit filthy at letting the Scorps easy. Let them out of their own half. Good shot.
So just letting everybody else know, coming out of Sydney in the last couple of hours, Andrew Johns has said that he will not be coaching the New South Wales side in 2018. Not interested. As Briggs goes short. Finding Simon Allen. Still going Allen down to the 20. Third tackle. Isaac Briggs takes them on. Oh, he had Subner, didn't he? Snapping at his heels. There's the kick. It's a good placement of the kick. Somebody better play at it. Luckily, the ball has gone over the dead ball line. But talk about Valium. They were very calm.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at... I don't know if we can have a look at how calm and relaxed they were, but...
Might have been a bit too calm.
Let's just take... Yeah. Maybe they need to take a bit of a less dosage. Here's the kick off the right boot of Briggs. Just have a look at the calmness of that.
Yeah. Incredible
From Mananafoa, who picked up that scintillating 80-metre try. So it's a Sunday afternoon rugby league coming out of Townsend Oval here in Newcastle as the Scorpions currently sitting second on the competition ladder. Finding Subner, cutting out one. Jeffrey tries to take them on. He's got Hay on his left. But takes the tackle here. Hay, he goes into dummy half. Finds Subner. Across it comes now to the big number 17, and that is Isaac Briggs again.
He's getting through some workload early, Isaac.
Hyde. Out the back door, Abraham. Briggs, Mitch offloads. Here's a try. Ryan Pywell. He says, give it to me.
Yeah, that was nice. Classy as well there from the Scorps. Both their ball players going to the line, making sure the defence is committed. Showing all options, and yeah, just out the back, and a nice ball from the one out to Poss, Ryan Pywell. Loves to meet pie, Poss.
And especially that one on a cold winter's day here in Newcastle. Top it off with a bit of sauce that you get downstairs.
Yes.
Mouth-watering stuff. So Souths, although not on the scoreboard in front, still in the contest. Of course, the first try came in the first 10 minutes of the Scorpions. Souths were quickly to strike back. And then, of course, Macquarie, as you just witnessed there, going over to their electrifying winger in Ryan Pywell. A try-scoring machine in the Newcastle Rugby League. Pywell, along with a man on his outside in Royce Jeffrey.
Oh, there's the big soy. There's big Adam Bettridge. He's looking happy now. Hello, Adam.
Giving us a bit of a wave.
Yeah, he's looking over here too. He can hear us.
We'll have to get him on in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, we'll get him. As soon as the game's finished, I'll get him straight away. First off the cup.
We'll ramsack him into the coverage.
Yeah.
So the kick from right out on the touchline. Subner stabs at it. Bringing it back around. He's got it from the sideline. What a beauty.
That's Briggsy, mate. that's Scotty Briggs, not Sumner.
That's Scott Briggs. Of course it is.
They've got haircuts the same, similar. But,
do they? What?
Yeah.
But they look alike, don't they?
They do.
Brilliant stuff. Well, whoever it was, he kicked it.
Yeah. You see, that's good. Let's see how South respond to that, because I thought their defence was. I thought they had picked it up a little bit, so I must have done it up well. And see how they go here. Let's see if they can keep them down, in their 30 or 40 metres and put some pressure on them.
So if you're the Scorpions coach at halftime, what are you saying here?
Oh, I'll probably just keep doing what we're doing, work hard, try to cut out the errors which they have in the last, 10, 15 minutes, which is showing. They've put on some nice classy tries.
Michael Sharp's asking the question, do we give Manson the man of the match after the first 32 minutes of the clash? Ooh. Corey Brown's joined the coverage. Up the Scorps, Kate Hardy from the Bulldogs has also joined, along with Ronald Griffiths.
Hello, Ronald.
And Paddy Kilmurray.
Oh, NBN.
Previously from NBN.
Oh, he's not there now.
No longer there.
I wondered why Jeff Jordan wasn't there. Is that
Here's a chance. He might be listening to you. Inside the 30. What would you like to say? Merlot giving it to Simpson. Trouble at the back here for Manafatoa. Looks like he's got a bit of a hand injury. As Higgins. Receiving a penalty here. Inside the 20. With 4 minutes remaining. So the tap's taken and on it comes now to Fayatoa in 15.
Pocket rocket.
Higgins away this time now to Glanville.
There's no handbrake on that forward. That was a solid run.
So they cut out one. Merlot takes him on himself.
Short.
What a seasons he's had, the halfback. Wormsley straight through. Nobody will deny Lachlan Wormsley. That's his 7th try in 2017.
Yeah, that was nice. Showed the ball on the inside. I think it was the 6 again there, Pete. I think it was Glenn. I think it was Glenn. And not Wormsley. I think he faked the dummy there, mate, and then went himself. So it showed a bit of class, and that's what you want from your halves. You want to have a run and half. So I think he took a leaf out of Ryan Walker's book and done a show and go.
There you go.
So credit to him. So I think he's gone for 10 tries now, isn't he?
Could be. Stats have gone out the window in numbers today.
I'll just go. I'll go borrow someone's glasses.
There you go. On the TV screen, you can actually identify that it was Ryan Glanville.
Yeah.
We don't have TV screens these days.
No, we don't, mate. Just through our binoculars. I think you've got yours turned around.
Yeah, I've got mine. Yeah.
It's all right,
Story of my life. 36 years. I haven't been around the right way since day one.
Nice.
And it ain't going to change here today at Townsend Oval. You've got to bring a bit of creativity. I mean, Ryan Glanville, he scores every week. Poor old Lachlan Wormsley.
Yeah, you wanted
You know?
to try it?
Yeah, I'd love to give him one.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Because I'm thinking, well, Ryan's on 8 tries.
Yeah.
Wormsley's only got 6 to his name. So there's only a 1-point gap now.
Yeah, well, there's 2 now.
Can we just go with that?
We can go with that if you want to.
All right. Let us know at home. Everyone happy just to go with that? This is Sunday afternoon football. Today's Sunday?
Sunday, yep.
All day?
What about you, Lenny Quinlan? Do you reckon we should give him that try, or...?
Nathan's joined the coverage. 60 people are watching live.
I reckon 60 of them would have their volume down, Pete.
Well, they're probably best to do that today.
Yep.
Maybe they're best to do that forever.
Oh, well.
Welcome to the commentary box, Dave.
Yeah, that's what the mute button's for.
Yeah, works well. Giving people tries that deserve it, I don't think it's a huge sin.
No, it's not.
It's not something that I need to explore with the Catholic priest, is it? Here's we see a gap made by Glanville. That's Glanville. I'll tell you who this is. This is Mananafoa. He's after his second. Oh, he's got it. A great ball from Glanville to Mananafoa, and he's got his 2nd try of the afternoon. How good was that?
Yeah, that was quality. A nice little short side play to get the lines in front. As we can see, big Bettridge going into the sheds, and mate, I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall, Pete. It's a pretty good comeback from South. I think they were down. They look like they were on the the bad end of the stick. You reckon?
They were.
Yeah, and they've fought back well.
Now they're on the good end of the stick.
Now they're on the good end of the stick. And the little pocket rocket, the 15.
Now, from a bloke coming from Western Suburbs, you'd know what it's all about to be on the good end of the stick.
No,
I'm
always on the bad end at West.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Oh, how was your 2nd game back from injury in reserve grade today? Yesterday.
Oh, it was all right.
Pulled up all right?
No, I feel like an old woman on a wet weekend.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Any woman? Was that Monica? You're one of 7. How's Dr. Halpin this week, mate?
Mate,
Is he treating you well?
Yeah, I haven't had to see him for a few weeks now, but mate, last week was pretty poor. I probably only played 10 minutes and then needed a break, but I got through the 30 in the first half, so I was all right. I was pretty happy. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's all over here for half time. 20 to 18. It's been an entertaining first half of football.
That's very good, guy.
We've got at least one try scorer, right?
We see big Red Rocks, Jaden Roseberg walking into the sheds with a smile on his face.
But what a performance. What a first half from Manathafoa.
It has.
How classy's he been? 2 tries. He's been in tip-top form.
It has. I think both nines have played a big part of it. I think Chrissy Hyde was pretty flashy at the start, and then Higo come through and got the boys back. A couple of crafty, smart plays. So yeah, it was good. So we should be an entertaining second half.
We've got a few of your friends back on the line, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Benny Vidler says, how's everything going? Matthew Stroud waits. Go the Lions. He's saying it's too easy at this stage.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Well, I think might be letting the firecrackers off too early. I think Adel will have the Macquarie boys ready to come out blazing for the second half.
All right, so we've got a few commercials to get through, Dave.
Yeah, sweet.
So that means we've got to keep our mouths shut for about 5 minutes. You reckon we can manage to do that?
I'll struggle. I can't.
I know.
I can't stop talking.
Absolutely
I'll go for a
terrible.
swim.
I know. Anyway, let's try and get through the next couple of minutes and we'll come back and we'll dissect the first half of football here at Townsend Oval.
Mascot makes it easy to communicate with players and supporters, manage payments, and best of all, Mascot will increase your sponsorship revenue. Visit mascot.co and download the app on the iOS and Google Play stores today.
We're back. David Dryden, he's been downstairs. He's had a chat with Adam Bettrich, and usually we only have 10 minutes here, but looks like both of the sides downstairs, they're still going at their halftime address. Dave's been down to the sheds. What did Adam Bettrich have to say at halftime, Dave?
Mate, he was pretty calm. I was pretty shocked the way he was walking down. I thought he might have been a bit angry, but mate, he just said he was really happy with the way his shape was panning out on the edges. He said he asked a little bit more from his halves to attack the D a little bit better, and yeah, but he really emphasised on winning that ruck and making sure they were really tight, as Hyde was taking advantage of us. And yeah, so he just said as long as the middle's tight and their edge hold their shape, they'll go a long way to win it.
Were you able to get anywhere near Ben Cross's camp?
Nah, he's on a rage. Wouldn't let young Jeff Harrigan in, our young referee analyst, was trying to get in there, but said he couldn't hear much. It was too quiet.
It's too quiet?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, let's go around the grounds in the National Rugby League. We've got the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles taking on the Wests Tigers this afternoon, and it's full time in that match, and Manly running out winners over the Tigers by 28 points to 16. That's from our Around the Grounds in the National Rugby League. And back here on Sunday Rugby League, it is South holding on to a 2-point margin over the Macquarie Scorpions by 20 points to 18. And, of course, our only other Newcastle Rugby League game was yesterday. And Western Suburbs, too good, by 32 points to 16 after taking a 10-6 halftime lead into the break. Going on to win that match by 16 points. But I've got to say, the Rosellas held off a very gritty Curry Bulldogs in that match. So we're nearly back underway for the second half here. David Dryden from Western Suburbs. Great to have him in our box right throughout the season. And no doubt all the way through to, hopefully, Dave, if you're not playing, if Western Suburbs make it into the grand final box. That'll be great at Hunter Stadium.
It would be. It's great in there. It's a great experience to get ready and have the facilities that are there. So we've been there the last 2 years, and I think us Reggie's boys are starting to hit our straps, but even if Matt Lantry doesn't want me in there, I'll be in there with the first grade boys, the first grade boys, if they make it. So.
Okay, so we're back underway for the second half here in our catch-up clash. And a first penalty coming the way to the home side.
I'd love to see the penalty count.
I'd say it'd be favouring the home side. It's blown about 5 penalties in the last 15 minutes of this first half, and first penalty of the second half in the first hit-up. So a good kick for touch. We've been able to find the line as Sam Keenan joins
Samuel
Facebook Live.
Hello, Samuel. I reckon he'd be pretty dusty after last night, old Sammy Keenan. Would have been swinging off the roof at the brewery, I reckon.
Along with Brennan McKell and Ashley Irvine. So Merlot, good a ball away. And they're dropped down about 12 metres out. The home side on the attack. This is Lucas Grace. He's only a few metres away. Away now, on the ground, scooped up. And they're dropped down from Nathan Cantor. Time off here, we've got trouble, Dave.
Who's that? Shipway.
Not getting up.
No. Tough character too. He wouldn't stay down unless he's hurt.
We'll try and identify the injury here. He was just taken in a good one-on-one tackle with Nathan Cantor.
He's in number 18, but I think that's pretty short Shipway. He must have had a jersey change.
Looks like he's done a bit of damage to that ankle. So The annual Sleepies Day coming up on the 26th of August. Put that down in your Newcastle Rugby League things to do list. That's round 16 on Saturday, the 26th of August. Sleepies Day, always a massive day here at South. There's a lot of memorabilia to be raffled off once more this year. Great community club. Good feel here at Souths. As Adam Bettrich, the coach of Macquarie, he can tell you that as Hyde will receive a penalty here from Taylor. South this time, Dave, not back the 10.
It's a good chance for Scorps to show their coach if they acted on his advice at half time.
So Randall Briggs down to the 30-metre line here. Comes away now to Subner. This is Isaac Briggs running straight into Lucas Grace. So centre of the field here. So Daniel Abraham is out there. Lost ball here from the Scorpions. And that came all to a halt as Mitch Manson couldn't quite hold on to the football, as we were about to see here on the replay. That breeze has picked up, Dave. I'd say the temperature's dropped probably 3 or 4 degrees here in the grandstand.
Yep, definitely has. It's gone up 3 or 4 notches in the nipple. Cut me out.
Brad Murray's joined the coverage.
Oh, must have got the free Wi-Fi at the Burwood.
He's hooked up. Kim Grogan as well. So Souths leading by 2. See a bit of strapping there to the right knee.
Still wait your reports on the ball last night, Bradley. Give me some info.
They're going to go high. Merlot going way high into the air. It comes back for South. And that's where it stops.
Oh. Yeah, knock on.
Knock on. Just going through earlier grades, if you just tune to the coverage in the second half here on Sunday afternoon Rugby League. In league tag, South absolutely put the sword through Macquarie by 76 points to 0 in the under-19s. The Macquarie Scorpions, too good for the South Lions by 48-6, so a 42-point margin in that one. And South's too good in the reserve grade. Well, in yesterday's Newcastle Rugby League, West 32, Curry 16. So they go for a scoot from dummy half here. Where's the ball going to come? Allen's got it. Hyde.
They're definitely lifting up tempo, Scorps. Trying to get the Lions at their own game, I guess, around the ruck.
Looks like Adam Swaddling's about to come back out onto the field along with Brendan Worth from the sideline. Any moment now as the ball goes in towards the in-goal area. And it's gone touching goal. There he goes now, back out onto the field.
Swatto, watch the right arm come flying out. Like Dylan Harper's left arm was on Wednesday night. How good was Wednesday night, Pete?
How good was Wednesday night? Coming from a very proud Queenslander.
Yeah, 100%.
It was phenomenal performance, wasn't it? And just tuning in right now, Andrew Johns has actually said in the last couple of hours that he will not be coaching New South Wales from 2017. Who do you think should they go with? Should they stick with Laurie Daly?
Nah, mate, I'd get rid of him. He doesn't pick enough players on form, I don't think.
Bruce, good ball. Mananafoa inside the 10, still crawling.
Oh, he tried the Jonah Lomu and good collision.
Bruce burrowing from dummy half within a metre. Now he's been offloading. Well, I thought for a moment he was going to be driven into touch.
Yeah, that's great defence.
And the Scorps come away with it before Higgins pounced on them. 5 out.
Yeah, the 5's still injured. He's still on the wing, a bit buckled. That was from his run earlier.
There he is there. Milner Fatoa. What a game he's had. Check out, next time we see him, his hair. How good is the afro? How good is the afro?
It's as good as big James Livock.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg. He's down at the canteen. I saw him earlier. Big James.
There goes the kick. It's wonky and it's heading towards touch, but it's gone out on the full.
Yeah. That was that's a snap hook off the night tee, isn't it, Pete? That one.
It was nowhere near the hole.
Nah. All the fairway.
All the course.
Yep. That's out of bounds.
See you later. That's a 30. As Flanagan gets to his feet and plays it back. Comes through the hands now of Scott Matthew playing his first grade match for the Lions here this afternoon. Nice shot there from Swaddling on Merlot.
Yeah.
Rounded him up. So they're inside the 10, attacking through Lewis Schneider, right out there on the eastern side of the field as Glanville steps, still going, looks around, support looming. Only a metre away before Brennan Worth stops him in his tracks. So Ben Roos is wanting the football here. He'll have to chase Roos. Here he comes into the picture. But they take it dead thanks to Manson, who read the play well.
Yeah, he did. And it was a nice set of 6 from South. They're playing some pretty classy footy at the moment. So it's good to see. As we see the big throw on camera. Big Whoopi Goldberg afro going.
You need a head for a throw, though, don't you?
Yeah.
You reckon you could sport the fro? No, I couldn't.
Not at all.
No. Imagine the do you actually wash a fro?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'll ask James to get back to you as a pocket rocket runs straight at.
Because I'm thinking if you do shampoo it, it would straighten the curls.
Yeah.
So if you just let it go raw, well, if there's any, hairdressers out there, get in contact with us here on Sunday afternoon rugby league as we see a gap being made up the middle again. Shutting down just as quick thanks to Cantor. So they've turned it over here. And Ryan Pye comes away with it. Puts the boot to the ball, plays it back to Hyde. They're going to spin it to the left-hand side of the field into the afternoon setting sun here, nearly 80% of the fields.
Number 14, big red. Jaden Roseberg's just come on. He's playing against his few of his knockout teammates. It'll be good to see if he gives a little stick to the other team. And Natty Hinnan, number 14, former NRL Newcastle Knight.
What a performance Daniel Abraham has had this afternoon. He's picked up the try. He's led them well.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Having a blinder. The former Newcastle Knight. This is Cantor. Not going far.
That's an interesting replacement. Nathan Hinnan, normally known for being a backs, taking off Abe. So Natty might be moving in the forwards.
Nice catch. Walmsley. The good fullbacks make those situations look relatively calm under pressure. So they're coming up through the middle, and there's the offload. Support looming on the right-hand side, but they take the tackle. Now they've lost it.
Nice tackle from the fullback. Jeez, he's done well, this fullback. He chopped the 5 earlier to stop the try, and then he's chopped Merlot in half. Nice tackle tech. As the big Sui has a hit up. Big Swatto.
Brock Gilmore joining our coverage here on Sunday afternoon football as he's about to see a run and possibly a try to Manson.
He's absolutely killing it at the moment. The last 10 minutes, Mitch Manson's been on fire.
That's his 7th try, Manson. He is in exceptional form, Mitch Manson. Not just today, but throughout the entire rugby league season. And have a look at this, supporting your man, and away he goes. Too hard to stop from there.
Yeah, you're not going to catch him there either, are you? Look at the speed he just shows. Supporting Randall. Shut the gate.
So they've gone back to the front. In a seesawing Sunday Rugby League battle. There's the Lions in their huddle. There's Abraham on screen.
Yeah, he's keeping his legs ticking over. True professional, I reckon Aves would be. Getting a bit on in age, so you know all the little tricks to keep the blood flowing and not cramping up, not getting cold.
Conversion right in front. It's successful, and the buffer is now 4.
Good contest, isn't it, Pete?
It definitely is. And of course, the Macquarie Old Boys 300 Club is going gangbusters throughout the year. I believe it's $100 a ticket, Dave, and $10,000 to the winner, and that'll be drawn on Old Boys Day against Curry.
Is that for the Adam Bettridge Foundation?
Could be. So why don't everybody get a group together and grab a ticket? So $100 a ticket and $10,000 to the winner, and that will be drawn on Old Boys Day against Curry. Thanks to Michael Sharp letting us know that. So both of these sides, they last met only last week. It's only been a 7-day turnaround since they've combated once another again, as we see Subner trying to spark his magical wizardry. There goes the kick. Torpedo punt down the ground. Out to the winger out there, who of course is Jared Flanagan out there. So they come back through the middle. Menanafoa takes it to the 30-metre line as Simpson looks like he's coming back out onto the field. 4-point margin. 26 minutes remaining in the match. We expected a close encounter, always a close counter, especially when you meet the Lions on their home park. It's been a long time coming for them. They haven't been here for a couple of weeks, have they, since the mud path. There's the catching goal, was it? No, he said that he was taking a ball in the field of play, back into the field of play, and he's been smothered. How did you see that, Dave?
I thought he caught that well and truly in goal, and then see, I was a bit sceptical with them sort of head eyes because he's slipping a little bit. Wasn't really intent. It's a bit of a 50-50, but they should have been starting there anyway, Pete, because I thought he caught that in goal. So, Johnny might have to take a trip to OPSM or Glenn Lazarus on the sideline. Move up there, big fella. Hurry up.
Good old Glennie. The characters of Newcastle Rugby League. Where would we be without the characters of football? Where would we be without David Dryden?
Oh, no, probably still here. Hawko will probably get a start.
Mark the Fool wouldn't be that happy if you weren't here. Loves your work.
Yeah.
You love his work. Good chemistry.
Yeah, we do. It's good, mate.
He is. Bradley Murray still on the Facebook Live, along with Kylie Black joining the coverage.
Oh, that would have been
Couldn't
good.
hold on to it there.
Unlucky there. Nice little play. Trying to muscle up here. Try to keep the South boys down in their half. Put some pressure as the bench player from South is doing some push-ups, warming up.
Here they are. Doing
pocket
that
rocket.
themselves to keep themselves warm. Bitterly cold afternoon
Yeah,
here.
it's crazy in
Sunday
the shade, isn't
football,
it?
isn't it? 10 degrees at the moment. So we check our Weather Zone app. Looking around, it's a clear blue sky as well.
It's a beautiful day. It's just cold.
A bit chilly tonight though.
Yeah. Have the heater on.
Where will you be tonight, Dave?
At home.
At home?
Heater on, blanket, watching the footy, and then Ninja Warrior.
Ah.
Bo Ryan. I think he's going up against AFL.
There he is.
There's a couple of young fellas that are trying to get a shout out, so I'm just going to ignore them.
That's come off the ankle of South and ricocheted back to Scott Briggs. So Cantor now. Finding Pyle. Looks like Daniel Abraham wants to get back out there as quickly as he can. He's coming to the bench to get back out there. So Simon Allen takes it down to the 30-metre line. So this is Nathan Cantor. "20 minutes remaining here. Only 4 points the margin. As Briggs goes to Subner. Subner goes to Randall. He had Mitch Manson screaming for the ball on his left. Speaking of Manson, he's lost it just on that occasion. Turned it over. And South capitalise and play it. 12 metres away from their own line. So we're halfway through the second half here.
Good contact there from Randall and Chuck.
So South's trying to keep their top 5 aspirations alive. Whilst Macquarie have got position number 2 to their own on the competition ladder with Western Suburbs. Lost it there, I think you'll find, or was it? Yeah, he did. Just came out of the breadbasket there of Lachlan Walmsley.
And Scotty's letting him know too, giving him a nice little clap, probably sledging him a little bit, letting him know he's playing against the top dogs. It's good, I like that little bit of banner on the field. Yeah. Unless I'm getting sledged, I don't like it then.
I reckon you would give just as well as you give back.
Yeah. We actually we had some good banter on the field yesterday. We had Justin Peterkin trying to bash out 12-year-olds and all the
You've got your fans up the back,
yeah,
Dave.
the South Grommets.
Yeah, what are they? The Grommets.
Grommets, yeah.
Watching there.
Truckworth coming off for a well-earned rest. Geez, Abe's must be fit. I don't think he's probably only had 5 minutes off.
It just doesn't say give up, does he? Doesn't even know what the word means.
No.
They cut out Abraham. They go to their number 1.
Yeah.
And Mitch
what's
Manson has been called back. No try. Penalty.
The Grommets are blowing up.
I can hear the grommets blowing up in the background.
As soon as we say that, they leave.
Full of Coca-Cola. They've got their sugar hit. And it's good that they're out here supporting their local side. No doubt they've got aspirations.
I don't know what was wrong with that
Like
play.
Try.
Yeah, our expert analyst referee up in the stands with us, Jeff Harrigan, so there was nothing wrong with that. And Johnny's blowing a penalty to help South, gain 25 metres.
The crowd's coming into it. They need to.
Yeah.
They need to lift their home side. Is it the set of 6? Would that ring true for them?
Oh, solid contact with Simpson and Aves there.
Well, they haven't been down this end of the field for a while, have they, in the second half? Are they going to come away with a prize? As that Ben Roos?
Yeah, I don't know, he's a strong ball runner, whoever it is. Can't see the number.
He's the centre 3/4.
Oh, he's hurt. He's done his hammy.
That's Campbell. Within a metre of the goal line. Higgins. Trying to identify which way he'll go. Merlot.
Oh.
On the last. So Glanville's with it. He's kicking. Mananafoa. Well, he had the leap, but the ball just went above his afro.
Jumped a bit too early. That's well done by the Scorps there, although they were a bit unlucky. Could have been a 6-point turnaround there, and we would have had some two-ways flying around in the grandstand, but they've done well there to hold out South, and they've kept their 4-point lead. Matty Hay, another strong carry. He gets in and does a lot of dirty work. Has a hit up like a front rower. Doesn't show much feet, just hard and straight.
The back end of the season.
Who are we thinking for the man of the match, mate, or the moment of the match? Last week we had the same winner.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, should we go off just yet, or should we?
Oh, we can
We
maybe
can do a list?
A couple of candidates, yeah.
All right. Then, well, I say if the Lions get up, we have to definitely give something to Mananafoa. He's had a good game, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Big Afro man.
Yeah.
Manson played well.
Well, we probably wouldn't give the magic moment to the 5 because he would use it.
Well, this is what I'm worried about. I don't
Yeah.
think he's seen a hairdressers in quite some time.
Some
And
contact
I don't
after
think
that kick there.
and the gift vouchers are not transferable, are they?
No, then, oh, well, I don't know. But I'll have to ask Brian from 2285. I'm sure he wouldn't be.
Maybe
too
he could just get the
disappointed.
loose. What do they call it in women's terms?
Perm, braids,
The
something.
loose ends.
Oh, yeah, there's the split ends.
The split ends.
Yeah, right.
The loose ends.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe you could just go in for a trim.
Yeah. We'll just, yeah, you could do that, I guess. Might go in there
Depends
for a
if
head
he wants to,
massage.
yeah.
Just wait for the producer to see. Can we get a replay of that contact after? Oh, just did it, missed it. Sorry, Pete was talking too much. I didn't.
There's a lot of talk out on that field at the moment. And there had to have been from the Scorpions just to figure out what they're going to do at this point of the match.
Scotty's taking the 2.
So they're going to opt for the option of drilling it between the posts. That's their equation. There's the pavilion crowd as we come back to the wide shot. Watching on. Trying to put him off. They can't.
He wouldn't be able to hear out there.
So that takes us back out to a 6-point lead here to the Scorps. So it makes it slightly a tougher equation for the home side. There's the crowd looking on. Great community here in Merriweather, watching the Lions go around. Great day out here at Townsend Oval. Next week, of course, a blockbuster. They don't come much bigger than this, do they? The Scorps and the Rosellas.
Yeah, top of the table clash. Should be a good game. Adam will be sending me abundance amount of messages with all of his crap talk that we have.
This is his 2IC, isn't it? Abraham out there.
Yep, it is. Smart nudge there from Scotty as well. Give the boys a break. Showing his class.
Just in front of the halfway line. The kick went downfield and they find the line. 20 metres out. There's our timekeepers. Speaking of community involvement.
Looks like Mark DeFua. Hello, Mark.
He just gave you the biggest stare.
I know. He's utterly murdered.
That's what Newcastle Rugby League's all about. The volunteers. The backbone of this competition.
Put it away, Johnny.
The whistle.
Yeah. Just let him
for
play.
Our viewers that may not have been watching the live stream at the time. So they've found touch here, 35 out. Simpson, what a workhorse. So Glanville finding their big prop in Nathan Campbell. Inside 20. So Glanville again. Higgins. Higgins trying to get the ball back. That was the intention. Didn't quite go that way. As Campbell plays it back to Higgins. Goes for a Dougie half run. Oh, he's held up. No, he's not. Penalty. Oh, listen to the boos from the crowd.
What do you think about that, Jeff Harrigan, our referee analyst? Would you want to give us your 2 cents on what you reckon would have happened here?
Yeah, the dummy half actually dived into the person playing the ball and pushed him into the Macquarie defensive line.
Oh, you can't do that.
So, penalty?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
There you go, that's Jeff Harrigan. That's Bill's younger son, stepping in to help us out in the commentary box. Sporting a very seedy mo, he is.
So inside the last 10 minutes. Stay with us. Elton. Subner. Giving it away now to Abraham. Runs straight into the shoulder there of Lawrence. This is the halfway line they're about to cross paths with. And as you can see, they're down to the 40 now. So Hyde wants to go a little bit further. Finds Subner. Down to the sun patch on the ground. Slowly playing the ball back there. He's hobbling Subner. Good ball. Cantor. Options. They kick. Souths pick it up. Ankle tapped. On the ground they go. Well, that was a much desperate ankle tap. It was very effective. Here's the Afro man. Manavatoa. 2 tries this afternoon against the Scorps. His first try was an absolute stunner.
Shot.
Just
Great
like
contact.
that.
Who was that? Randall Briggs. Doesn't shock me at all.
And Nathan Hinton.
Natty.
So this is Lewis Schneider to the 30. Here's a break. There's a gap. Passing it away to Jeffrey, though. Well, he was going to be finding himself over that eastern touchline, so he had no other option to pass it back on the inside, but it failed to go to the Lions. As Nathan Hinton picks up solid ground. Stubner again, turning it away to Daniel Abraham. Back from a broken arm. Spent all last year out as Hinton. Now this is Manson. 12 metres away. As Hyde finding Subner. Only a metre away. What are they going to do? With 8 minutes remaining in the match. Field goals on the radar. Now it's 7 points.
Smart play. Still 10 minutes to go, but smart play. Just gets them that extra point ahead. Get the ball back. Put some more pressure on South. Talked earlier about Briggsy showing his class, and he's done it again there. See how South go here. They might go for the short one. Looks like it. You see a young Fatty Vaught look-alike getting ready to...
The fat man be proud of this if he can go 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone further than that,
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah, he's having a shocker with his boot, isn't he? Like, he's missed a few kicks. He's played well besides the kicks, but Crossy might need a new kicker, mate. Solid contact. Young Poss has done well to find his front there on a big man, and he's actually left him on the ground. Hyde takes advantage of it.
Good ball. Even better ball. Scott Griggs.
Ah, finish.
That'll just about do it for Macquarie here this afternoon.
That's wrapped it up.
In doubt no more.
Oh, big Soy Adams is clapping along and fist pumping like he's back to winner at Flemington in the ninth to save his wallet from blowing up.
Look at this. Led, of course, by the dynamic former NRL rookie. And who's there? That's him. That's their 5'8". That's Macquarie's leading point scorer.
Yeah, he's the man of the match, I think.
Scotty Briggs.
Nah.
They don't want to
Heidi.
give it to Scotty. We'll give it to Heidi.
Well, what do we think?
Yeah.
I think Heidi's had a ripper of a game. We'll let the producers pick. They pick the award, so we'll have a discussion and we'll finalise that later on. But what do you reckon? He's a good candidate. Briggsy's shown his class in the last 15 minutes. But I reckon when these 2-year-olds settle down,
Slots at home. Well, the score does not match the match out here today, does it? I mean,
it doesn't.
South have gone with them for at least 75 minutes of this match.
Yeah, it has, and it's it just shows like how close the comp is. Even though there's a 13-point gap, doesn't really show how tight it was. South were leading going into the break. The Scorps have just wanted it a little bit more, Pete. And
the hunger, the passion.
The hunger comes in. But Souths are young. They're a young squad. They're learning. They've improved. I think they've improved a lot since we called the game last time I was in here.
I remember that day well.
Yeah.
Making your debut.
That was.
There goes the kick along the ground. They're going to cut it off in the shading afternoon. Setting sun. Wormsley. Well, the stage is now set for next weekend. Get there early. Get there real early.
Yeah, you'll need to buy your tickets at Ticketek to get in Alfred Harker,
Are
the tickets will be sold
charging
out.
the transaction fee?
Probably go straight to Mark's bank account.
Bird Gang, they'll be having the raffles. There's Adam.
There's the big soy.
There he is.
He got a nickname. He got that nickname off the playing group. Adam won't tell me what happened. He just told me it was after the Mudgee Nines.
Manufaya Tower.
Oh, nice contact, Scotty. Rattled the afro. The Sixers impressed me, Pete. Glanville for South.
Gee, you'd have to be impressed with that solid shot too from Wolseley.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he's played well, hasn't he, Ryan Glanville? I mean, he's played a number of positions since he's been here at South, but six is definitely his.
Yeah, mate, he takes on the line, which I like seeing from a half. He's
no stranger to a try or 8. I mean, what's this? His 9th try this year.
Yeah, well, he was always testing him, throwing dummies, making sure he's got options inside and out. And yeah, he's showing some class for a young player. Is he still under 20? I know he was in the rep side, but yeah, I'm not sure how old he is. I haven't seen him play in the comp for a few years, so.
Of course, big shoes to fill when Willie Hedder left the club last year. But he's put his own stamp on the 6 jersey. He's got the backing, of course, from Ben Cross, who put faith in him to wear it with pride.
Yeah.
And it's paid dividends.
And they've got a good 7 in Jared Rodimer playing reserve grade as well. So, you know, from more reports, he's playing well.
Well, you know you're going okay when you got Rodimer playing reserve grade.
Yeah, that's right. Like, I think when they played West, I think he kicked 2 or 3 40-20s and set up most of their tries. So, you know, and if he's still in reserve grade, you know, Crossy must be showing a lot of faith and pretty happy in his halves.
Rodimer's been at the club for a number of years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
You know, he's given his all, just like everyone associated with every rugby league club does. Just like that man giving his all, Nathan Campbell.
That won't hurt Simon, but Simon Allen, he'll go all day. Look at him charging on.
Intercept was on, and he's not happy.
Jesus, this crowd's vocal, isn't it, Pete?
Don't you love a vocal crowd?
Yeah, just wish they were over 14. Haven't heard that many F's and C's in ages, and then still in kindergarten.
You wonder where they learn it from.
Oh, mate, we're in Merriweather. Who knows?
Merriweather Surf House.
Merriweather Surf House.
This is what they usually see up there. Yes.
Wow. It's dangerous.
Dangerous, all right, they're following through with the football to score a scintillating try. Oh, Wormsley, put your name up in lights.
Yeah, nice little tries. Just a little bit too late. 30 seconds to go. So what am I doing, Pete? Going down to Paul?
Yeah.
Take the microphone, or is there one down there and we're just going to do a few interviews?
There's one down there. How's that?
Righto.
So I'll say ta-ta.
Righto. Ta-ta.
And I'll see you next week, hopefully, for the big clash.
Yeah, well, if it's at Alfred Harker, I'll...
You'll waddle up?
Unless Matt Lantry's struggling and he needs me to play. I heard Walker's injured, so I'm ready to put the 6 on.
Yep.
Or the 7.
Or the 7.
Or 9. Just give me the ball.
Give it to you.
Righto.
Hungry for a ball.
See you next week.
Well, there's the siren. It's all over. So Dave Dryden heading down into the sheds. But before he heads down into the sheds, he's going to mingle with the favourites out here. And we'll just stay on air until Dave Dryden goes down and does his best. So that is full time in the catch-up clash. After round 3's deferred clash comes to a halt. Macquarie getting home by 33 points to 26 after 80 minutes of Newcastle Rugby League. So there you go. Adams very, very happy with his side's performance. He's going from the grandstand out onto the field of play. And he is absolutely acknowledging the tremendous efforts from his opposition today. Macquarie getting home in the end. But Souths went with them for 70 minutes. And as Dave Dryden alluded to, that just shows you the closeness each week of our Newcastle Rugby League. Got to remember that the Scorpions are second place on the competition ladder, just behind Western Suburbs, and there's a gap to 5th place for the Lions. And to go with them for 70-odd minutes is a true testament of character and heart, and that Lions roar that they have, the home side in their bellies. Doesn't matter how fearful the opposition is, they'll come and attack anyone on any given day. So we're just waiting now for David Dryden to go out onto the middle of the field and try and grab an interview. Looks like he might be able to have a quick chat with the Scorpions coach in Adam Betrich. Betrich is just having a chat at the moment to Brendan Worth. It's a nice shot, isn't it? Just down the right-hand side of the field. So here we go now. Let's go downstairs. Dave Dryden is with a very, very happy Macquarie coach in Adam Betrich.
Righto, so we're here with coach from the Scorps, Adam Betrich. It's a tough one there, mate. It's nice and close for you.
Yeah, it was, I thought at half-time, looking at the body language in the sheds, I thought we were in a bit of trouble. And, a few of the senior boys said some pretty powerful stuff in there about what we expect at Macquarie and what was given up in the first half. And that's not us, with them 2 soft tries at the end, mate, that's not good enough. And, mate, credit to them, they come back there, and I thought Chrissy Hyde was outstanding in the second half and really orchestrated a good win.
Yeah, mate, he did. We touched on it earlier with the Battle of the Nines, and I thought they both done their job well. Higo played very well for him as well. Mate, in the sheds, I was surprised to hear your message. I thought you would have been a little bit more disappointed, but you were pretty calm. You just wanted to keep the boys tight around the ruck and hold their shape, and they done that and had some success out wide.
Yeah, there's no use blowing up, mate, at half-time. It's not going to get you anywhere. It just gets blokes' heads down. I think if you're more constructive in your message and what you're doing, mate, we knew we were in the game. We hadn't had any field position. I thought we had a few soft tries. Just field position was bad. Our kicking game was terrible in the first half. We couldn't find the grass, and we just knew if we got back to what we knew we could do well, we'd get the game. Yeah,
and Mitchy Manson had a blinder too. He's some talent. I haven't really heard much of him besides this year. He's got speed to burn.
He goes all right, Mitch. I won't tell you too much about him. I'll keep that up my sleeve. But, look, Mitch comes from a Manly background. He's a Manly junior. Been over in England and just come back, and that's his best game this year. He got in the clear there in the first half, and there's just no catching him once he gets in the clear. And I'll be interested to look at that Shepherd by Johnny Taylor, because I don't know who he run around, David. But
yeah, well, we had a look at that, and I think he stepped no one and went straight through. He went through untouched. But I was more impressed from the breakaway from the 5 from South, and Mitch he missed the tackle and nearly chased him down and took him out. So he's got speed to burn, mate. Next week, back at Harker, Alfred Harker. He spent plenty of time there as a young fella, mainly hitting golf balls into the commentary box. But, mate, what are you looking forward to next week?
Oh, mate, we go there as underdogs. We're the favourites, $1s, They haven't been beat at home all year. The form side of the competition, we've got nothing to lose going to Harker Oval. Don't worry about that.
That's right. But I just got info off Munsey. They've suspended betting. News of that red hot. So we'll have to see. Mate, great game. See you next week. And we'll try to come in and grab a few more. Send Adam. Grab Randall or Scotty. See one of the bridge boys. Righto. Okay, so we're going to interview a few more players and add the footage to Bar TV later on to the page. Thanks for tuning in for a nice Sunday at Townsend Oval. Cheers.